Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast. You got your boy Lawrence and Phil tonight. Kenny's working. Journalism career still pushing on for my brother. And then Neil's out of town or getting ready to go out of town. So how you feeling? How you living? What's up, Phil? How you feeling? What's up?
Hey, chilling as always. Wednesday nights, you know where it's at. Coming off of a nice fancy W against the number one seed, I believe, in our league.
Listen. We appreciate you. We appreciate you for moving them aside so I can take the reigning champ is back for the armchair league. You know, it's a real farewell tour because I'm gonna be honest, Phil. I'm gonna start this off. I ain't gonna say it until I actually win. But if I win this and then I leave the league, y'all, the league has got to be done. Because technically, if I leave, y'all never really beat the champion that's back to back. Y'all would have to live with that, you know. I feel like the league couldn't move forward if I depart after going back to back. I feel like that would, you feel me? Like
I mean, that has to happen first. So
that's how I feel. But hey, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, for that it has to happen first. One, and two. As long as people put in money, we're gonna have a league regardless. So.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not. I'm just breaking balls.
Oh yeah, I mean, also. How many people have won on their farewell tour? Brady lost his last year in the league. Marino never won one. Did Drew Brees win a title before he retired, like the year of?
Nah, he threw three interceptions. That's what he did.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm hoping for that result. So, hey. And hopefully I'm the one that – I'm hoping you make the championship and I make the championship. You ever seen the Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair retirement match? I'm just hoping it's like that. Thank you. Enjoy your retirement. You have to go. Wow. So I'm hoping that happens. But I gotta climb up the rankings first before I do that. So trying to work out.
It's not far fetched right now. You got 4 weeks. You need to go. You need to win out. You got to win out.
Yeah, I'm facing John this week. So he's 4-6. We're both 4-6. So it'll be a nice little.
You just got to deep dive into the matchups and put the right people in because it's a weird time right now with the matchups in fantasy too. You got to figure out. You got to see who's actually out, who's in.
Bye weeks.
I'm hoping. I love Lattimore. I hope Lattimore somehow is got an injury tomorrow night, so AJ Brown has an opportunity to go crazy.
So, yeah. I mean, if you ever want to turn on Madden, hopefully that can happen for you because it probably won't happen tomorrow. So locks. I heard he was a lockup guy, like you said. So. Hopefully he shows his talent on Thursday night yet again because he is a very talented corner, like you said in previous episodes.
So shout out to Lattimore, man. Lattimore's got a chip.
So yeah.
No, he played. I thought he did.
I thought he didn't play last
week. Did they sit him out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he was banged up too. So, but I saw him in practice, so I assumed that he got some type of stuff. But if they sat him out, which makes sense, most of the people that did get traded. Like Zadarius Smith, he sat out. We saw him sit out on Monday night too.
Yeah, so why not ball out in your debut, right? Hold them to under 5 yards. No catches. Maybe like that's a one like wide receiver. No.
Wait, are you facing him or something?
No, just in general, because you said fuck everyone in the league, so I'm including everyone. So basically, it is you said fuck me, so. I'm just making sure I got.
He said I just got.
He said word for word. Fuck everybody. It's like.
I did say that in the chat. I did say that. Because I was feeling. Listen, man. The allegations that was put against me was crazy, man.
There's 3 people that threw allegations against you. You said 11. It was 3 people.
Hey, listen. Everybody feel that. Listen, if they ain't saying, if nobody stood up for me, I'm assuming you.
So I was like, oh. Nice. But hey. Also, the trade deadline. A lot of moves to be made still.
Yeah, I just moved on Brees. Just traded for him. I feel like I needed a third back for weeks. I don't know how I did it. And stayed on a 4-game winning streak. It was really, really lucky. I felt like it was only a matter of time before AK or Kyron got nicked up. It's getting to that part of the season too. So
yeah, you should trade it for Cleveland.
Yeah, but I give Brice opportunity. He gets opportunities. It's just in the games when I'm watching. It's just frustrating. Like he shouldn't come.
Yeah, that Jets offense this year.
For a guy that's gonna be when it's contract time for him, he's gonna make 15 million a year. He should be getting, which he gets most of the snaps. I'm over it. I'm exaggerating and dramatic, but
No,
I like how he can play, but I think just the offense has to completely run through him because Aaron Rodgers is not getting it done. So, well, man, let's recap week 10, man. We're already at week 10, 2.5 months through the season already. It's kind of flying. Let's see. Hold on, real quick. NFL.com.
A lot of what was flying? A lot of those missed calls on Thursday Night Football, especially near the end of the game. No flags were flying. Just upset people and fans. So
Yeah, there was some questionable things going on for sure.
I mean, also with the Bengals that game, I think they showed a stat like Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and like Trey Hendrickson all like they lead certain stats in the league, and they're 4-6. Do you think this is more like a Zach Taylor issue or other stuff? Because they're putting up the stats to like a top tier league stats. They're just not getting W's.
I think it's the defense too.
Yeah,
I think the defense is not what it used to be because the Cincy defense was formidable for the past couple of years, which is they were really important in their run to the Super Bowl when they made it that year. Because you saw what they did to Patrick Mahomes that year. They just absolutely manipulated all the coverages against them, got turnovers and things like that. But I think over the years too, you lose certain pieces and you don't realize how well people mesh together, and then you try to keep moving forward on and on. But I think they'll get it figured out on what they need.
They need to bring back Eli Apple. That's all you need to do.
Hey, listen, he might be that guy. He might be that guy. Oh man, yeah, but we had another AFC North Classic, 35-34. Let me ask you something. You going for 2, or are you going to tie the game for overtime?
Honestly, it's probably one of those situations where
there was, I think, 25 seconds left. I think Baltimore had a timeout, but you never know with Lamar. You know that.
Henry,
right. So it's like, what's your take on it?
It's probably more of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because we saw a week ago Monday Night Football, the Buccaneers kicked the extra point to go into overtime with the Chiefs. They lost, so we saw that scenario, and we also saw the Bengals go for 2 and still lose. So, I mean, I felt like it would have been tough either way, just because the Ravens were moving the ball pretty good that game. So I felt like it would have been a double-edged sword. You would have been screwed either way, because if the Ravens would have won that coin toss, you and I both know we don't trust that Cincinnati defense. So I think they would have went down the field regardless. So I guess you wanna. I'd rather go for 2, have control over depending on the control of a coin. So control what I can and can't control what I can't. So yeah.
I think I love the going for 2. What I didn't like is I believe they called the timeout or something like that. Let it run down. I think you got your favorite matchup. Your receiver has 275 yards, 15 catches, 3 touchdowns. I think you go to him no matter what. You had a one-on-one backside. You elected to let the clock run down and then call a timeout. So it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ravens would have. Yeah, I think they would have went down.
Yeah. We still don't know. We still don't know. I think them going for 2 was like, I think that's the right decision. I think they hesitated, which that puts a bad mojo out there on when you come back after the timeout.
Yeah.
You should have, as soon as you said we're going for 2, you go for it, you snap it, and you throw to the guy that's been torching the Ravens DBs all game.
Yeah. And
plus, I'm not. Oh God, my fault.
That last throw to, I think it was Gesicki. There was a helmet, I think face mask on Burrow and interference. Whoever was. Yeah,
that was definitely holding.
Yeah,
it was definitely holding. They missed that bad. That was bad.
That was
and it wasn't even he was coming off the line. He was in the end zone in front of everybody. So it's like, but my thing is, I'm just not going there with the game on the line. Like, if I'm going to lose, I'm throwing the ball to the guy that has 300 yards receiving. I don't care if he's
just scored a touchdown.
That just scored a touchdown for you. I don't know if he was tired or whatever. Obviously, at that point, he probably demanded a lot of attention. But I think, man, those matchups are incredible every time. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson owns that head-to-head right now significantly. I think it's 6-1, 7-1, or something like that. But I think the Bengals need defense, man. Their defense has not been up there. You can say the same thing about the Ravens. The Ravens DBs, they're the worst pass defense in the league. That is going to be the reason why they potentially lose or fall short again, is because of the defense. The way the defense was playing all year, man. Lamar and Derrick Henry have bailed them out a lot of games this season. A lot.
Yeah. Just imagine Burrow and Chase had legacy games versus the Ravens and 0-2. Not a win from it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Just imagine. 400, 300 each. But hey, those are the bricks.
Yeah, that's a fact. Man, if y'all tune in, make sure y'all share this on Facebook or YouTube, whatever you're watching. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We're here every Wednesday, 8:30, IBTE Sports Podcast. We're just recapping Week 10. We're gonna touch on a little bit of what's the name too. The NBA Cup. We had some good games that came up. We'll talk about that a little bit more after we recap Week 10, and then we'll probably go to the pick'ems after that. Germany, but
sorry. Since we're on Facebook, make sure you send it to your elderly folks as well. Your grandma, your grandpa, your father, your mother. They're probably out on Facebook Market right now, so you might as well just share.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we're here every Wednesday, man. 8:30 Eastern. No matter what, if I'm not here and the other three are gonna be here, we make it happen, man. The pod's been running pretty strong. It's just all about consistency and having something in our life that we see through every week. Because that I feel like that it filters the other things in life. So
we also have backup hosts just in case.
The backup hosts. Yeah, right. That's true too. I agree with that. But I think this is the year. I think everybody's starting to see like everything they've said about Lamar, they can't really say anymore, and it's freaking people out. Like they're going. It went from he can't throw, he doesn't set his feet, but we know he can throw. And now it's turned into the playoffs. That's all they can say now. I feel like for people that really watch Lamar in college and know what he could possibly become, and all these quarterbacks that they allowed to just be hot garbage, like they gave Lamar no room for anything, bro. Like I'm never gonna let this go. I was told this season that MVPs don't really matter. Because Lamar is on his way, because Lamar won last year, and he's on his way to a third one, which is it's just like they continuously move the goalposts. Because if he wins a third one, Phil, I don't know if you agree. He wins a third one, we're talking about Hall of Fame. We're talking about Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I can
because with everything that they threw at him, and he's literally destroyed every critic about him right now. Now, only thing, all that's left is finishing and get a ball.
He's already like a top 5 rusher, and quarterback wise. He's like top 3 stat wise, like rushing yards for a quarterback. Right. I mean, how many NFL QBs have 3 MVP awards?
He might. Listen. This might be a stretch, but he might be the most electric player in NFL history.
I think he might be the best rushing quarterback of all time. Michael Vick.
Oh yeah, that's hands down. That's hands down.
Yep.
I'm not even. Even Cam said it on the college game day this past weekend. Yeah, I'm rooting for Lamar, man. Like like just that type of underdog stuff, like just the just disrespect that he's gotten, and they allow Sam Darnold to try over. They allow Baker Mayfield to try over. They let Josh Rosen, all these bum quarterbacks get to Daniel Jones. They continuously get opportunities to just be mid and below average, and he continuously gets the goalpost moved on him. But listen, man, he's a humble dude, man. He deserves everything he's gonna get for real. I hope he gets one this year. But he's got to see that dude. You got to see that dude in Kansas City. You got to get past him.
You got to get Thanos.
And I think this is obviously the best team he's ever had. They're putting everything. They got enough pieces where what we said 2 or 3 years ago. Why aren't you putting these pieces around him? You know, because he was doing it with just scraps at this point. And then I think this year Bateman has taken a large step at receiver too. He's playing really well, and then obviously you got Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is electric too when he gets the ball.
You got to get Deontay Johnson on board.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson might be on his way out after his comment. He's starting up what he did in Pittsburgh about I'm not respected or something, and you're not going to get targets right away. Like this team, bro. This team in the past 3 years, they have like 36 wins or 36 wins combined or something like that. You're literally an addition to what's going on. You're not going to be the focal point of the offense. You're literally like the seventh afterthought on this team on offense.
My comment said we don't care about you. We got
Derek. Bateman's the real deal, man. He's obviously too, right? He's been frustrated with Lamar and not getting the ball the past couple of years, but Lamar's definitely finding him spreading the ball. Let's go from there, man. What you got the Bears, man? The Bears, they fired their OC.
I did not expect us to win that game. Not gonna lie to you.
I just don't know. Like, this team is no different than with Justin Fields.
Yeah, just because I think we're seeing why they're failing this year. Just because they're the same problems with Fields, bad O-line and terrible coaching around him. I think Caleb Williams is the better passer because if you look, if you compare rookie stats, obviously Justin Fields had less weapons, but Caleb Williams, through 10 weeks, has already matched his total yards his rookie year. So he probably might even double it or get maybe probably double it by the time the year ends. But it all depends on if they actually can get that O line and better game planning around him.
Yeah, I think that's a tough decision. They feel like they wanted to get the prolific quarterback and have the opportunity to build behind him, which they got. I think he has all the capabilities. Like, we see the flashes. He's obviously still figuring it out. He wasn't going to come in here and on the ground running, going crazy.
Javon, yo, Heat Nation, yo, Javon. Wait, Jimmy Butler, hold on. Time out.
Didn't they just lose?
Yep, because Eric Spoelstra near the end of the game.
Oh yeah, he pulled.
We don't have one.
He pulled the Fab Five.
Jalen Rose in the game watching as well.
Yeah, that's a fact. He said, "Chill, it's football season." Listen, Javon, every time you come in here, man, he gonna bring the heat up. You know that. But yeah, I think the Bears, man, they gonna figure it out. They got a bunch of pieces. I think it comes down to coaching too. I think the coach is on the hot seat for them too. So
what's Javon, a Ravens fan?
No, he's a Steelers.
Oh,
Steelers up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you got a crash course. We're gonna talk about that game. That's one of the highlighted games for the pick'ems.
Honestly, with Caleb and Justin, I think Caleb's going to be the better passer overall.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Justin Fields definitely has a chance, but how long is Russ going to be the Steelers QB?
Russ is playing really well right now. He's cooking.
He's playing really well. He moves the ball more downfield than Fields. So, yes, we need for him to develop, but how long can we wait for Fields to actually develop passing-wise? Because we know we can run the ball. So, we haven't seen that many great throwing games from Mr. Fields. So, that's a good question mark. We've seen some from Caleb Williams already. He threw 300 or 270 a couple of times already. So, it's possible.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
That's true. Yeah, A-Rock is he's a Ravens fan.
Oh,
So yeah,
we're gonna be picking that game later on as well for pickup. So.
Yeah. Vikings at 7-2, man. They struggled severely against the Jags without Trevor Lawrence.
Nasty game.
Pretty laughable to see. Honestly, I watched a little bit of it. It just looked like a big game of fumbly dumbly or something. It was bad.
Imagine having the Vikings win by 3. That was the bet I placed. Oh, they didn't. It was like they're down and then they're up by like 2 until like the last second when they kicked the field goal. So
Yep.
It was nasty. But bright side, Mac Jones was on the other side of the field, so I was somewhat confident. So.
Oh man, yeah, they 12-7 in that game. We had some pretty competitive games this past weekend. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously you had the Bills. Bills were battling with the Colts too for a while, until they pulled away later in the game. Bills staying at 8-2. Colts at 4-6. Colts just moved back to A-Rich after embarrassing them in front of the world and benching them, which I don't understand why they would do it. He's a rookie, or not a rookie, second-year guy. Hasn't got a full 16, 8 or 17 games under his belt. I feel like you should have just kept him in. I think they were just trying to like teach him a lesson, I guess, on sitting him for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, with the whole Flacco versus AR thing, if you're benching Flacco for losing to 2 of like the top 7, 8 teams in the league, I'm pretty sure you would have the same result if you put Anthony Richardson there. So I think the Colts just buried himself in a bad situation because obviously you're going to lose to those teams, the Vikings and the Bills. It might have been worse with AR, but who knows? But I think it makes them look even worse knowing that they did this after those 2 losses because we don't know what happened if you would have kept them in. But, they're just stuck with this bad QB situation. They should just focus on developing the arm and passing accuracy of AR first, just because. Some of the passes we've seen.
He has some just nasty games. I think the last two games he's like, I think I want to say he's like 20 for like 58.
Oh, sounds like some people in the rec when we play. He's putting up rec shooting percentages. Oh,
yes, it's like I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think he's putting up BAM numbers. He put up BAM field goal percentages. So yeah, or do Butler field goal percentages. So hey.
He said, he's talking about Flacco. Flacco was on the Ravens for sure. Super Bowl champion Flacco.
Elite.
And then we had the Broncos, man. The Chiefs find another way. They saying it's voodoo black magic that they're putting on the rest of the NFL. The left guard forgot to block on the game-winning field goal for the Broncos. Pretty crazy.
I mean,
it's wild.
9-0. I know
what.
Halftime, I believe the Broncos were up. Taylor Swift was at the game. She went to the locker room and said, "Hey, you do a favor for me. If it comes down to it, here's some free tickets to the next concert for you and your lady. Like,
for your daughter. Who got a daughter in there?
You got a daughter. You got a wife. You got a other. Here's some concert tickets. You know what to do. When they need you the most, revolving door. Yeah, it was that or some, it was bribery or black magic or maybe even both. Who knows? Yeah. Travis Kelce was like, "Yo, I just got a show that came out. I could get you a cameo if you want to, on FX."
I think not. If you watch the Broncos, if they have a capable like quarterback, they would be winning more games. They were at one point 2 weeks. They're in a 2-game losing streak. They were 5-3. So like their defense is very good. They got some pieces on offense, not as explosive as the Chiefs, but they make it happen. The AFC West is super close too.
What like those games, the Broncos as well, though. Yeah. Do you think Bo Nix was called like one of the most like NFL ready quarterbacks in the draft when he was drafted? Do we see this being a Mac Jones situation? Like he has his best year is the first year, not a lot on tape of him, but then once he progresses, or the Broncos are just probably.
I think Bo Nix is. I think Bo Nix and Sean Payton is a good match.
Yeah, because they actually put people around Bo Nix.
I think that's a good spot for him in Denver. I think obviously you need more offensive firepower on that side. Like that's what it comes down to. Any young quarterback, Cortland Sutton is cool. I feel like you need to get a stud tight end or something. You need to draft one. And then you got Javonte Williams. He's doing pretty decent, but he's been banged up the past couple of years.
Yeah, he was supposed to be next up a while ago.
Yeah, like he tore his ACL. He's only 23 too, so he's young. He got some time. He's playing pretty decent this season. But yeah, definitely they definitely need a running back, good tight end. So get him another receiver. They like Troy Franklin. He actually played with Bo Nix in Oregon, and he's pretty solid too. And I wouldn't be surprised if he calls his old coach from Oregon and they try to go get one of those Tez Johnson or Evan Stewart, a speed guy in the slot. They're game changers. I don't know if you got to watch Ohio State and Oregon this year, but those dudes is nice.
Yeah, I saw one game of Florida. I was like, maybe college football is not for me watching because you like
them. I was gonna say you like them in the game, but the Gators is just different now with like college football. It's like the whole landscape has changed because you got the transfer portal. Like everything has changed. Like if a dude's not playing, he's gone. So it's like the days of everybody Florida Gators, they want to go there. Like it's gonna be tough. These coaches got to sell these kids on coming there and then keeping them.
Yeah. So the coach, they said he's gonna stay for the unforeseeable future. Then the game after that, they made that statement. They got blown up by 40. So yeah.
Nice. It's tough right now. It's definitely tough. That field is beautiful, man. I went there and toured it before. Super nice. So
every game for Florida is gonna be like maximum stadium pressure. Even when how they play.
Yeah, it is crazy there. And then man, shout out to the Saints. It's been a rough season. He's on the 7 game. That's why Kenny didn't want to show up today. 7, yeah, right. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? I gotta stay through a 7-game win streak. I show up every week, take what everybody give me. You feel me? What's good, Kenny? And like the Saints, man, they were on a 7-game win streak. I'm a losing streak. I'm a still rock with my dudes. You see it behind me. We New Orleans to the death. I'm a rock with my team. It's a tough time right now. I've never seen the Saints under 7 wins as a fan. So it's a rough time for me right now.
You're in the boat.
We gonna rock. We're gonna rock, man. But this was their Super Bowl this season. We got to beat the Falcons at least once. If we get swept by the Falcons, it's problematic. We got the win. Falcons should be ashamed of themselves. They should. I'm not gonna lie. They let MVS score 3 touchdowns or something like that, and drop 100 yards. It's pretty nasty.
They lost.
You said when somebody likes you, listen, man. I don't know. I think when people, especially the same situation. Like the players act like they hated the coach. He gets fired and they're juiced up in the dome the next week. So it's like I don't know what's gonna happen. I still want to get a top 5 pick, and everything like that too. Because at this point in the season, there's no coming back unless you win out all the way and then other people lose games, which isn't gonna happen. There's a very low percentage that's gonna happen. So. I'm just happy they got rid of Dennis Allen. That's a huge W for the season. A huge W. Despite everything, Chris Olave potentially being done for the season. Rashid Shaheed hurt. It's just like there's a lot going on. But yeah, Falcons, you should be ashamed for losing to the Saints.
They lost to the CFL Saints. Crazy.
With literally Walgreens workers at wide receiver. It's pretty crazy. Disgusting.
You got Zatarans workers working.
Insane, bro. I don't know. That shit is embarrassing. Falcons are wild, man. But yeah, they're going from
Zion as the workers.
Listen, they're gonna have to call Zion to play in a little bit because they ain't got nobody. They gonna have to do some open tryouts. Everybody's getting injured on that team.
He could be an O or D lineman at this point.
Right. And then we got the Niners going from there. We got the Niners and the Bucks. Man, shout out to Baker Mayfield. I wasn't really a believer in him the first couple years coming from Oklahoma and everything like that. But bro, he's a true baller. He's making shit happen for them. He's fighting. That's another guy that doesn't have anybody right now. Chris Godwin's gone. Mike Evans on IR. He's got Trey Palmer, Jalen McMillan, and Cade Otton is literally Cade Otton, Bucky Irvin, and Rashard White are literally like the combined up wide receiver 1 through 3 right now. Like the running backs are leading the receptions and everything per game. They can steal some wins and find their way at 6-6, 7-6 later around like week 13, week 14. They can still make a run at it with Mike Evans getting healthy. Because they got a defense that can do something, force turnovers. DBs may not be as good, but how you feel about the Niners though? CMC is back. He has no Achilles. It's deteriorating like Achilles. Like they're pretty much essentially not there. He's looking to get artificial ones this whole time. So, but he looked all right. I think he had what 70, 80 all purpose, something like that. So
yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna, it's gonna take some time, but they're slowly gonna, I think Ayuk's out for the season with the injury. I think that was I think they also lost some defensive people along the way as well, but they were struggling the last couple of weeks just because the offense wasn't whole. We know when CMC is there, the offense was a lot better. So it'll probably take another week or two to get things forward, but I do think they'll probably still win a division and probably have a decent run
over Kyler.
I mean, honestly, I'm
I
put a bet on them to win the.
No, I feel you. I feel you. He got the money on the line.
49ers, Chiefs, Falcons, and Texans to win the division. The one I liked apparently because they wanted to play an 8-leg, 9-leg division winner parlay, but I'm just going with the 4 safe ones. So yeah, I actually played it, so no one else wanted to play it because it wasn't high enough.
It ain't going. It's a close race over there. Close race. Yeah. The Cards are up 1 game right now. We're going to talk about their game in a little bit.
I just need the season pass to drop, and then we'll be okay.
Hey, listen, he said get that narrative out of here. He said I'm leading the division in the month that y'all said I can't ball, and he's balling. His team is 6-4 right now. So
that is definitely going to come down to those 2 teams from the division. And what do you know? The last week of the season, they play each other, so it probably will be that deciding factor in that game who wins the division. Yeah. So, and they already beat them once this season already. The Cardinals, they beat the 49ers, I think, like a couple weeks ago. So they already have a win.
Yeah, no, I think that was early on. That was like in the first 4 weeks. Yeah, because I remember Kyler going down running, and then I think he slid down, and then next play I think he ran out of bounds, kicked the field goal, and then they won the game, I believe. I think that's what happened. And then obviously we had what happened?
They played 1, 2, 3. They played week 5. Yeah.
Week 5. Okay. Yep. And then we had the following game. Steelers, man, they're cooking right now, 7-2. They went into Washington and beat the Commanders 28-27. Came down to the last drive. Daniels had the ball last. No, he didn't have the ball last, did he?
Yeah.
He had the opportunity to win it, right? Because there was the 4th and 1 where they jumped off sides. I think they still had the opportunity to stop him, and they end up I think they got the ball back. Daniels didn't get it. I think it was turnover on downs. But yeah, Steelers are balling this season. They finally got a quarterback after Ben left. It seems like they got to figure it out with Russ. I wonder how many years he's got left in the league. I believe he's like 35, 36 right now.
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Yep, unlimited.
But yeah, he's playing good right now, man. And it seemed like him and Sean Payton didn't really get together as much because now you can see he's doing everything people thought he couldn't do after his injury too in Seattle.
Yeah.
So
Mike Williams, the new addition from the Jets, he got.
I think that's a very good spot for him. Very good spot.
The thing that made me upset, the guy he scored on, I saw the back of his name. I'm the NFL casual on the pod, but a name like St. Juice, I thought he could be nice because that's a cool last name. But nope, I go on TikTok. There's a compilation of him getting burnt for touchdowns. Like, oh damn.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, that's why they traded for corners. They traded for low. That's why they traded for linemen.
I see like a 3-minute compilation of him getting burnt for TD. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and then you can see in the fort, like they literally wasn't even played so bad last year, and AJ Brown destroyed them. Forbes has literally been a healthy scratch every week, bro. Yeah. Emmanuel Forbes, the one that was getting cooked by AJ Brown, he hasn't played this season. He hasn't suited up or anything.
That's how you know Lattimore didn't play last week because that happened.
Yeah, and then Janky Rondo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy on him after the game. He like took a picture and he was like in the background. He was like, "I'm gonna go beat him up" or something like that.
Yeah, he's the one that made the bet with Jamar Chase, right? I think because he think, oh yeah, you play us this week. You're not gonna score a touchdown or you're not gonna go off against us. Then he went off against them. So.
Yeah. So. And then listen, Chargers rolling right now, 6-3. Herbert's got a good coach. He said I would have crashed out if that happened. Wait, who's he talking about? Is he talking about St. Juice?
Yeah.
Is he a rookie? Oh no, he might be talking about Forbes.
Oh,
I think he might be talking about Forbes because that's when he put that comment. But yeah, Chargers is balling right now. Him and Harbaugh. Yeah, Forbes. Yeah. I don't think he's every game I've seen him in street clothes. Every game, it's always like him. Defense will make a play, and then you see him in like a pullover and then shorts or something. So yeah, which I don't know if they're trying to develop him on the side to get his mind right or something. But yeah, you got the Chargers, man. Herbert, Harbaugh. 6-3 right now. They're playing really, really well. They got the running game. Receivers is working. Johnston has quiet the noise from last season of the drop passes. He looks good this season.
Honestly, or it might be a very favorable schedule because I know their wins this year: the Raiders, the Panthers, the Broncos, the Saints, the Browns, the Titans. They faced some pretty compy teams the second half of the season. The Bengals, Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs, Buccaneers. I don't know. It might be a little bit of obviously we can't say because of the schedule because they don't pick who they play. It's obviously the league, but they're benefiting very much from a very, very soft schedule in the beginning of the year. So
I think I looked at that two ways though. I think it gets you prepared to figure out what you like and what you like and don't like as a team. And then you obviously have seen all those top teams. They've probably used all their stuff that they possibly could, So
yeah.
I see both sides of it. I think
we're gonna see the real, Chargers.
Yeah, they got the teams you named. They definitely facing heavy hitters for sure.
And I did bet them under 8.5 season wins. So
danger.
Have 6.
He said danger.
They're what 6-3?
Yeah, 6-3. Yep.
Oof. Okay.
So
I have a 3-game cushion, so we'll see how that goes. I should have bet the Bears one. Damn, they had the same amount of wins on projections too. Because I put Bears under 8.5. I should have picked that one. Pain everywhere.
Pain everywhere.
If you're watching, I told you so because me and him went 50-50 on this Chargers bet. He's like, "Oh, I think the Bears are actually going to be decent this year." It's like, no, I think they're going to go 8.5 seasons this year, or wins this year. So, I was right.
He said, "No."
They actually have decent weapons.
Oh no.
Stick to the status. High School Musical classic.
And then we had the Cardinals, man. Cardinals just beat down the Jets. Jets can't figure it out. Still having the same issues. They're sitting at 3-7. Their season is pretty much packed up. unless they went all the way out and have some miracles in the AFC, which I can't really see happening. But I feel like this is a good opportunity for them to build on going into next season and figuring out what they want to do. Does Aaron Rodgers stay? Does he retire?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they're 2 games behind the Broncos for the wild card. So they're not completely dead, but it's looking very, very bleak because what they've shown us the last couple of weeks, even in some of their wins, they're not a lot of promising stuff. So, yeah. They're not mathematically eliminated, but, yeah, nothing promising. This show them that they could turn the corner this season. So it might as well.
Danger.
Yep.
Super danger.
Might as well join the Tank Bowl with the rest of us.
The Tank Bowl.
Tank General, Tank Top, whatever you want to call it. A lot of tanking.
Yeah. Cardinals look good, man. They running game is going. Marvin looks like he's figuring it out more. Defense is finding ways to get turnovers too. Shout out to Buda Baker. Man is a flying missile out there on defense. He's fearless. Yeah, shout out to the Cards, 6-4 right now, top of the NFC West. So that division is going to be super competitive. Everybody's within 2 games, I believe, of each other, at least. So, and then we had the Eagles going to Jerry World and just flat out domination. We had Michael Parsons throw his coach under the bench, or throw his coach under the bus. Really bad. I actually listened to that earlier today. He can't come back to the Cowboys. Just let him. Don't franchise tag him. Just let him move forward onto another team, man. Because he doesn't want to be there. There's no way he doesn't want to be there. Even listening to his pod too, like he fans out whenever he talks to an Eagles player. Like, I wish I was with you guys. But it makes sense too. He's from Harrisburg, from Pennsylvania. So even if he tried to play shit for the Steelers or the Eagles, it makes sense to him because he'd be home, he'd be closer to family and stuff like that. So
yeah, and usually people, normal people usually love sunny days, but not if you're a Dallas Cowboy player because oh my eye, I'm trying to get CeeDee Lamb touchdown. Nope, my eye.
Eye.
Yeah, pretty much just like this. If you're ever playing, in Dallas, this is how the Cowboys players see everything. If you look up Lawrence,
this guy is stupid.
it's like they have the glass framing and stuff like that. But no, let's just keep it like that. We don't need a reason to block out. I think our players they have the visors. They'll be okay. It won't obstruct their vision or anything. So we'll be okay. Jerry Jones is like the Doc Rivers of NFL owners, so makes sense.
Right. True. Very true. The business is true, fam. Shout out to the Celtics right now. Them boys is hooping. Tatum and Brown about to have 25 plus a piece.
Yep. I mean, just imagine if Jason Tatum played for the Olympics. I don't know if he did the past Olympics, but imagine if the Team USA used it efficiently a player.
It could have. I feel like there was I don't know, man. I don't know if it was
Steve Kerr. Because he loves
he just doesn't. Yeah. But it's like when you got to throw that philosophy out the window because it's Jason Tatum. Like, what are we doing?
Wait, we're down 20 points from Serbia. All the forwards are scoring. Who can defend forwards? I don't have no clue.
Right.
Oh, a two-way player in Jason Tatum. And now he's going off this season. Thank you, Steve Kerr. Appreciate it. He's an MVP talk right now, so yeah. But speaking of Steve Kerr, the Warriors have been hooping. They just beat Clay and them last night. They are they have the best record in the West, I believe. Second best. I know they only have 2 or 3 losses, but I think they're still gonna be a playing team though. This is just beginner. This is just early season, magic. Yeah. So if you break down this whole roster, people are gonna catch on eventually. Just because, we saw this team be a playing team with the same team from last year. They just added Buddy Hield, which if real Sixers fans, Pacers fans, and Oklahoma fans know, you're not going to see this Buddy Hield for the full season. There's a reason why he was out of the rotations in the Sixers last year in the playoffs.
Right.
The swing down will be coming soon. Yes, he's been hot from 3 lately, but I'd rather him be cold so he can be hot near the end, because we all know he cannot be consistent all season long. So I think we're going to see a little bit of regression for the Warriors coming very, very, very soon, because a team like the Thunder, a team like the Grizzlies, even though everyone's injured in the NBA apparently, because, laundry list of a CVS injury receipts. But, yeah, I just think there's so many people injured. I think there will definitely be an upswing once everyone, or mostly everyone's healthy. So you better buy on injured Western Conference team stock immediately. So I don't know. I just don't like the Warriors. Well, I'm biased because they beat us in the finals a couple years ago, but and also the Cavs as well. They're 12-0 right now. I think they're facing the Sixers as well. What's the score of that game? A lot of people are talking.
Sixers are.
They're down by 5. Okay.
Let's what we got. Dolphins game was mid to me. I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch it until the end of the third. I fell asleep. I didn't even watch anything that was happening. But we had the Lions and Texans. Kind of a good back and forth. That was Texans' game to lose, and they did everything possible to lose. And the Lions, you left a very good team in the game. Too long, didn't put them away, and you paid the price. There was 8 picks combined. Jared Goff had 5 of them. Lions shouldn't have been in that game. Yeah. There's no way.
I mean, I think they did it on purpose, to be honest, because we know Dan Campbell is, one crazy SOB. We've seen him do a lot of crazy things this year, go 4th down, throwing touchdowns to O-linemen, and I'm thinking he's just like Mr. Joe Mazzulla from the Celtics. They both are crazy, but we love them anyways. They want to see if they could win on any chance possible, whether it's a blowout, whether it's a close game, whether they want to be down and shoot themselves in the foot, being down by 15, 16 that the Texans have. So I think from last year, they got their first taste of the playoffs, and they saw how they lost. They blew a lead. So they want to make sure they know how to win in every single scenario possible, so they're ready for the playoffs, this time around. Because this Lions offense is scary, and when you added Darius Smith on the defensive end to make up for Aiden Hutchinson, this team can definitely make some moves. So gotta be careful of if they can win in any way possible, down 20, up 20. Not a lot of areas to cook up for them.
It's gonna be crazy. All right, let's get to the pick'ems, and then we'll chime into the NBA Cup a little bit before we.
So last week's pick'ems, Neil went 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
You and Kenny went 3-1, and surprise, I went 4-0. So I mean, we expected this, coming in whenever we try to do pick'ems. So we also have another set of pick'ems. Neil and Kenny already picked since they aren't here today. So we're going to kick things off going with Thursday Night Football, Washington at Philly. We got a nice NFC East matchup, the watchable teams in the NFC East. So it's nice way to kick off.
AGLES Eagles. We got to have it. I got Jalen Hurts. I got A.J. Brown. I got Saquon Barkley. I got him in fantasy. Fantasy implications, we had an important time in the season where you got to have it. I think this is going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be heavy quarterbacks for the betting people. Don't shoot the messenger. But I've already placed my bet for tomorrow night for the betting people is Jalen Hurts 1 touchdown passing, anytime touchdown, and 250 all-purpose. I put the boost on it, plus 320. I got Jalen Hurts in fantasy in my main league, so why not? The past 4 games, he's had 250 plus, touchdown rushing, and at least 1 touchdown passing. So just riding with what the hot hand is doing right now. So
Right.
I think it's gonna be a very good game, man. I could see the Commanders winning this game too. I can see the Commanders winning this. I think this is going to be very good. Yep. For me, I think, man, this is for the leader for the division, man. They're going into the link.
This is the first matchup this year?
Yeah, yes, I believe so. Yep. Yeah. Me personally, I'm going with the Commanders. I think it's gonna be huh?
I just said the Eagles.
No. No.
You said
I was just
you were doing the chant and everything. You were
I was just hyping because I got so many players on their team.
Oh,
I still think it's gonna be high. I was talking about from like a fantasy and betting standpoint, yeah. But I think I can see the Commanders winning this game, and just kind of just just finding a way, So it's gonna be a really good game. I got Commanders though.
Gotcha. I mean, hey, you announcing a betting ticket on the socials or the network. What that hasn't happened before, and nothing could possibly go wrong, right?
Nah, nothing.
Yeah, because someone else did that, made a video about it. Everything was looking good at halftime. Yo, Phil, this ticket's looking great right now. It makes you know. Damn, everything won. Damn, but I got the Eagles in this one. I think it's going to be one of these scenarios where teams are both like some of the top teams in the AFC and NFC. But I think it's going to be one of those situations where I think they split at home each. So I think the Eagles win this one, and then the Commanders win the home game. So I'm going to go Philly with this one. Let's see. Next up, we have, Monday Night Football is not going to be a great matchup. Let's be honest. Texans versus Cowboys probably going to be an ass whooping. So we switched those up for a couple of games that are happening on Sunday afternoon. And the first one is going to be an AFC North battle. Ravens at Steelers, or Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
Ooh. Give me the Steelers, man. I think they protect home field. I think it's going to be a very close game. This game might come down to Tucker and Boswell. Definitely a game that I'm going to like the field goals in. Another one for the betting people. Don't shoot the messenger. But I got the Steelers, man. Steelers, they'll protect home field.
Yeah, I agree. We've seen the Steelers and Baltimore Ravens have put on absolute classics in the past. And just like the Eagles and the Commanders, I think it's going to be a split between the home games. So I got the Steelers on this one as well. I think Neil's the only one that went in Baltimore.
Okay.
And then our next matchup, Lawrence will be able to see this very game with his very own eyes in person, freezing his ass off most likely. Another primetime matchup between two rivals, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Chiefs and Bills.
I'm going Buffalo.
Buffalo. I agree. It's just going to be the same scenario we see time in and time out the last 2 or 3 years.
Yep.
Buffalo wins. Kansas City wins when it matters.
Yep. Unfortunately, until something changes. It might be this year. You never know. Man.
You better leave.
And then was there any more or no?
Yeah, there's one last one. There's one more. Just a heads up, if they're getting blown out, you better leave that stadium early because people might start throwing shit, including tables. So be careful. Next one up, Sunday Night Football, since Monday Night Football is going to be ass. Cincinnati Bengals at the LA Chargers.
They should have flexed this. They should have flexed.
Yeah.
They should have flexed the Chiefs and Bills to prime time. That's what they should have done. That would have been crazy. I don't know what that would have meant for my tickets. I guess it's honored at that point.
It should.
Yeah. I got the what's the name in this game? I got the Bengals. Then they go into LA. And they light it up, man. I feel like they'll light it up. And get it done. Hopefully T Higgins is back. I know you need Jamar Chase. So I got the Bengals, man.
Yeah, I'm going Bengals as well. Not only because I have Jamar Chase and need him for fantasy, that Chargers season bet I talked about. Yeah, please, Bengals, do your job, please.
Do your job.
Please and thank you. You're the better team, obviously. Hopefully, let's just hope you don't get coached by a Harbaugh. So, and also the Chargers are a -1.5 favorites. That's very interesting.
Right.
So, yeah, nothing to be worried about, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not like you have the best receiver, one of the best receivers in the league.
Oh, Lattimore's out. Lattimore's out against the Eagles.
Wow.
Yeah, it got reported earlier this week, so he's still facing that hamstring injury, which he has time to heal because obviously they're sitting at 7-3. So,
Well, that's good news for your fantasy team then.
yes, sir. Let's work.
Okay, so yeah, that's the pick'ems.
Yeah, man. And then listen, to end it out here, we're gonna talk a little bit for the NBA Cup, man. We had a great, bro. The playoff atmosphere was
Javon, are you still here?
Booming in Golden. Well, nah, he probably is not. Booming in Golden State, man. It was really fun to watch that game. The last 2 quarters, man. They really cared about playing. You can see it even in with the Timberwolves and the Trailblazers last night. Timberwolves kept their starters in down 16 because of the point differential. They're playing to the last second. But my question is, why can't this be every night? Every night. Why does they gotta have the incentive of 500,000 for y'all to get the try until the clock's at 0?
82 game season. That's probably why.
Listen, man.
Also, everyone's complaining about. I've seen Minnesota Timberwolves fans complaining about Julius Randle already, so that brings a smile to my face. So, yeah, I've seen everywhere. Hey, look how Cat's doing. Good stats. Randle, he's not playing like ass, but they're complaining about his defensive effort, his inconsistent scoring. Which he's shooting 50-something% from the field and a 38% 3-point shooter, so he's not being terrible. So. It's just a thing.
It's just the way it's probably the way he's getting the buckets.
Yeah, and plus sometimes he's known to not show an effort because he got an 8-second violation. He would just casually bring the ball up the court. So,
right.
But hey, and plus I think that was a mistake not trading Cat. Yes, obviously everyone's going to complain about Cat, but he's having a career year right now with the Knicks. So. I don't think it was the right move to move Cat. Yes, I probably a lot of people complained about Cat. He's soft, yada yada. He only shoots, etc., etc. But he was a consistent scorer, 20 plus. He nailed some timely threes, and he showed up more in that playoffs against the Mavericks than and Edwards in the fourth quarter. But no one brings that up. So, but hey, enjoy Julius Randle. That's why he lost to the Blazers.
Donovan Mitchell, one more assist for a triple double.
Yeah, have you been keeping an eye on the MVP race so far? Obviously, it's first 10, 15 games of the season, but there's been a lot of noise on who should be the MVP.
It would feel like it would be Tatum, wouldn't it?
I'm not going to disagree with you because
yeah, I feel like he came out the gate on fire.
Yeah, it's either yeah.
I think he had that. He feels like he feels disrespected. Embarrassed from the whole summer. I'm an NBA champion and I got invited to over to Paris and I could have been with my family. Y'all had me here sitting on the bench. I was the cover of 2K25, the disrespect. So now I gotta kill y'all. So I listen, man, I love the character arc that we seeing right now. This is character development for Jason Tatum. When he looks back, he's going to be like, yo, they're going to be like a question. When was the turning point for your career where you felt like you had to take it to another level? And this is probably going to be that moment this past summer.
Plus, did for the other NBA players, did their girlfriend make a song about them? He do
got, and listen, he's winning. He's winning at every aspect of life, man. Tatum.
He got a whole song after him. He's saying about it and everything. I'm like, but yeah, honestly, Tatum is a good choice. He's averaging around 30. He has the most 30-point games in NBA history. But since Statman's not here, I might as well just throw some stats out there. Why not?
You said he has the most 30-point in history?
Most 30-point games this season.
Oh, this season. I was about to say, damn, what? I'm like, when I gotta go check the stats. The most 30-point games out of everybody. I was about to say, looking back at Will Chamberlain and them, like
Kobe
stats, Kobe who, right?
No, but he also does have the highest amount of points scored in a game 7, which some people may say, that doesn't count as pressure, or it doesn't count as backs against the wall moments, but even it's a game 7.
Right.
So
and shout out Jeremy Kane. Right now he got 32. He's knocking on the door for the king of the court too. He's got 42 PRA. Hold on now.
Oh yeah, I mean
whoever
no Embiid, go stupid. Why not?
One Philly fan said why not, and they mess around, get 500,000 free back.
Yeah,
crazy work. Crazy. He got 32 right now, so
yeah.
Who would have pretty wild?
Who would have thought 15 games or 20 games in?
Tatum is leading right now. Actually, I think he is. He's got 44 PRA.
The one time I don't bet Jason Tatum for king of the court.
Yeah, he's got 44.
Yeah, if 15 games in the season, if I would have told you the Sixers and Bucks are one of the worst teams in the East, would you have believed me?
Sixers and Bucks.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say the Bucks already hated their team last season.
Cat has 40.
Oh yeah, so he has
Cat has 40 and 10.
Oh yeah, so he's got.
I was looking at Cat all day too. I was like, what are the off chances?
Yeah, king of the court. Yeah,
he's been hooping this too. So
he got 40.
I was looking at Cat 40.
He's cooking, boy. But
the Bucks are just Sixers have 2 wins. They're 2-8, and the Bucks are the Sixers are 14th in the conference, and the Bucks are 3-8, 12th in the conference. This is nasty.
And I was gonna say, I'm not really surprised that if you told me that, I'm gonna say Embiid came out and didn't really play. He's still injured, probably from the Olympics. Then Greek hates his team, so I wouldn't be surprised that much. I would probably guess around those things that I just said that are probably happened at this point.
Embiid just made his debut last night, and he won like 13 points and 3 rebounds. So the Dame trade for the Bucks.
I don't think he played more than 25 minutes, right?
I think somewhat around there. So yeah, and then Giannis, you wanted the championship winning head coach out of there, especially when he suffered a tragedy during that playoff run, which is crazy. What's it called? Isaiah Thomas-esque move type of there, getting rid of him while he suffered a loss in the family. It's crazy. You wanted Damian Lillard over Jrue Holiday. Very, very important thing when it comes to NBA and basketball in general. Sometimes the best player may not be the best fit. It's always important to go with fit over talent. And we're seeing a prime example of that. Yes, Damian Lillard is one of the best scorers in the NBA, but when it comes to the other side of the ball, that man is, what did Chris Paul and Patrick Beverly say? He is a cone. So, yeah, plus Brook Lopez is aging. So is Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton has not played a single minute this year thanks to an ankle injury. So, yeah, the Bucks defense they were known to be a good defensive team a while back ago, but ever since trading away Jrue Holiday, it's been a lot of pain. And then Giannis getting his speech ready. It's like, oh, if we don't do anything, you might as well trade me. I wouldn't be surprised if y'all trade me because I couldn't do it. So, he's throwing out his big, I'm ready to go type of thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep watching NBA, man. It's gonna be an interesting season. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things happening.
Also, the Chris Paul effect is already in effect in San Antonio. He's been hooping. I think his stats, he's like averaging close to a double-double. I believe the other day against the Kings, Wemby made like 5 or 6 threes, which if Wemby develops that shot even more, it's crazy. And what's Chris Paul averaging? I believe he's averaging 10 points and 8 assists, which, he's not supposed to be the main scorer of the group, but he's there to facilitate. He's been doing great. And, the Spurs are looking a lot better than last year already because with the Chris Paul effect, that means you're guaranteed a boost in your win percentage every year. And they're 5-6 right now. They're 12th in the West, but it's looking a lot better. Ocho, hopefully, Coach Pop does whatever he can to get better. No time to rush. We want you to be as healthy as possible because I believe a couple weeks ago he suffered a stroke during the game or maybe after the game. So he has been out because of that. So get well soon. Greg Popovich, one of the best coaches of all time. So get better soon. Also, fuck the Lakers. Yeah, pretty much.
This guy.
You can change the coach, you can't change the
I'm gonna take that as I'm gonna take that as your final words.
Oh, I mean, if we're doing final words,
I
mean, JJ Redick, he's a great guy. Analytics, et cetera. He knows what he's talking about when he speaks. But you can change the guy in charge, but you cannot change the roster. We know who you really are. You can take out Darvin Ham. You can take out the coach and the team, but you can't take the team out of the coach. They still struggle from defense. They still struggle shooting threes. There's a reason why D'Lo got benched because you guys didn't want to move on from him. So, just because you changed the head of the snake doesn't mean it's still venomous. So, the Lakers, no one is to blame but their GM, Rob Pelinka. They decided, hey, maybe our roster's ass, but in our coach's ass, maybe we just take one cheek out. We won't be as ass, but I think whoever said JJ Redick may be a knowledgeable coach, but the team is still
this
both
guy
sides.
feels stupid.
So, yeah. From defensive wise and 3-point shooting, two cheeks on the same type of ass. So, yeah, that's my last words.
This guy feels stupid.
Yeah, but hey, maybe you guys.
That's a good one. That's a good one, brother. My last words, man, is continue to enjoy the NBA season so far. I think NBA Cup next Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I believe it's
Tuesday. It Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. It comes back. So I'm gonna definitely tune into that because that's the closest thing we'll get to the playoffs atmosphere because a lot of these games is meaningless or they don't really care about them as much. So definitely gonna be tuned into those games.
Friday,
okay, my fault. Friday, okay, nice. So it's sooner rather than later. And then obviously NFL season, man, week 11 coming up here. The picture's getting much clearer for the playoffs. It's getting real hectic in NFL. I'm excited to watch. Going to Buffalo Highmark Stadium this weekend with my girlfriend. She's a Chiefs fan, so if I gotta smack somebody, my right and left hand will be ready.
Also, if you got choked through a table
from any type of disrespect, but we're gonna have fun. This is our first game going to an NFL game, so I'm excited to have that experience with her. Man,
memories. Someone said memories are to be made.
Man. Listen, I was right because he actually went and did them. You feel me? He went crazy for a year and a half. So, but man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We live every Wednesday, 8:30, IBTE Sports Podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. And we up out of here. Peace.